Howdy, outlaws and bandits. Today I'm bringing you four interesting stories. From punishing your kid for nail polish to society failing our kids with vapes. I'm curious to find out what you guys think of today's episode. Leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. See you guys on the other side.
I painted my nails as a guy and my mom and stepfather overreacted. Nonfiction. I'm 17 years old, and it's not that I'm gay or anything like that. It literally was for shits and giggles. I was at my dad's house and both my sisters were there. Both are in their early to mid-20s. They were over for the afternoon and were only going to be there for a couple of hours, so I decided to sit with them and chat. They were both painting their toenails, so as a joke, I said they should paint my nails. They took that literally and I sat for well over 15 minutes waiting for my nails to dry. I didn't mind it, since it was just extra bonding time with my siblings and it taught me things that, as a guy, wouldn't be able to learn without being judged. Another thing to mention is that my entire family is Christian, but my mother and stepfather are both the stereotypical types that'll look at you funny if you have even the wrong hair color. My sister, the eldest at 26, sent a picture of my nails to my mother, just to see her reaction. We weren't expecting much, maybe a what the hell, or even a lol. I have written a story previously on my stepdad, and to put it shortly, he's a narcissistic manipulator. I have no clue what he said or did, but I heard from both my father and my sisters that my mother was furious about it. She messaged me dad, basically talking shit to him and telling him to remove the polish off my nails. She said the same thing to my sisters, and supposedly also cussed them out as well. And my stepdad, being the asshole he is, decides to argue with my eldest sister, and that led to a heated exchange over texts. I'd had a seizure and went to the hospital, so I had no clue this was going on because I didn't have my phone and wasn't really told much during that time. But eventually I did learn of it. My stepdad then sends a message to the family group chat, blatantly telling my eldest sister off, since apparently she said something about my stepfather to my mother and he found out about it by going through my mom's phone, saying that she should keep his name out of her filthy mouth. Am I in the wrong here?
First and foremost, my dude, I really hope you're all right. This story took a turn on the dark side, like from arguing to you having a seizure. I need to find the other part of the story. Right now, I'm curious to hear what's your stepdad like. And judging what you said, he might not be a good person. But to be fair, you're not in the wrong here. I don't even realize what you mean by in the wrong. Like, what are you in the wrong for? You have a traditional mindset family that view the world a little bit differently. So, I get where you're coming from. Like, I get your frustration with them. But you have nothing to apologize for here, basically. You had a seizure, and they are still arguing about nail polish. Sometimes you just say that, okay, it's a kid's thing. Okay, the dude just tried it out. You get me? But to make a big deal out of this is just, bruh. I'm praying for you, bro. Like, if you need help, just reach out.
I ate a for punching a kid in my class when he has bullied me for months. Okay, so in my class there is this boy, we will call him Josh. Josh has been sitting there making comments about my body, my appearance, even about people who I'm friends. He would also throw stuff at me and would tell me to kill myself. I have told some trusted people about this, but they wrongly went to my guidance counselor and told them, and then they went and told my teacher, which I didn't want, as I would be called a snitch. But one day I had enough, so I warned him first and said, if you don't stop, trust me, you will get knocked out. And he didn't believe me and kept going, so he said something that threw me over the edge, and so I went up to him, thrown him off of his chair, and he fell to the ground, so then I punched him anyways. Do you think I am the asshole in
No.
this situation?
I would definitely say that you are in the right. However, at a certain point, you need to think about to be the better man. Okay, you got your revenge, you got your retaliation, you got your justice. But, you know, don't stoop to his level. He was a jackass, genuinely. Don't be one. But, well done. Well done. Kudos to you.
The most convoluted scheme to ask out a crush that I've ever devised. Nonfiction. So I go to this volleyball group twice a week. It's sort of an unofficial club. And last week, the tomboy of my bisexual dreams showed up for the first time. Instant crush. Seriously, she's amazing. But the problem is, I can't tell if she's into me or not. I'm so bad at telling when people are flirting with me. Like, she went out of her way to touch me a lot, but only in ways that are normal for volleyball. She said she loved my tattoos and that my eyes were beautiful. Is that flirting? IDK. I asked about this tattoo on her waist, and she was like, "Oh, it goes down," and pulled her shorts partway down and showed me quite a lot. But maybe she's just a badass that's super confident in her body, and she does that with lots of people? My autistic ass can't tell. So I concocted an evil plan. So I make custom bleach shirts that say different things, right? So I made 2 shirts specifically with her in mind. Here's the evil plan. Go to volleyball wearing shirt number 1. Please just say if you are flirting with me. I can never tell. If by some miracle she actually sees it and says, "I'm flirting with you," stay silent and immediately change into shirt number 2. You're kinda cute, wanna go out sometime? There's no way it's gonna work, but I gotta try just for the memes, if nothing else. Edit. Based on a lot of these comments, y'all are really terrified of being perceived as weird or judged by others. Don't kill the part of yourself that's cringe. Kill the part that cringes. What's the point of being alive if you are too afraid of coming off weird to really be yourself and do cheesy romantic shit like this? I think your way of looking at it is awfully sad and low-key cowardly. It screams desperation to fit in. And also, yes, if she doesn't comment on the shirt, I'm just going to ask for her number. Rolling on the floor, laughing.
Well, first and foremost, kudos to how you handle the situation. I think even normal people or regular people would have slight difficulty adjusting to themselves to any new social environment. When you said your autistic ass, I was starting to feel like there is something behind it. Second, well done. This is an elaborate scheme and elaborate plan. Beep. Second of it, just go for it. You're completely right, and some of the people here in the chat should definitely learn from your example. How would you live your life if you don't take your chances? Your chance only comes once, maybe a lifetime. So if you don't take it, you will never know what's gonna happen.
I got Nick sick. Story related. So me and a huge group of friends went out around the town and we were craving nicotine. So we were like, let's get vapes, but we're all minors with fake AIDS. So this girl my friend knew started complimenting me like, "OMG, you're gorgeous, I am about to cry." And she offered to get me the vape, Blue Raz Lemonade. And she talked the woman in the shop to give it to me.
Lemonade.
She kicked me out, folded hands, light skin tone. And I got it. So now me and a small group of us were on the top of a car park sitting and vaping. We were there for like 20 minutes vaping, and I had the sickest feeling ever. It was absolutely boiling as well. So I rested on the roof and my friends started spraying me with deodorant, loudly crying. Then they got bored and left, but they asked me if I was okay to stay, and I was like, sure. So now I'm up on a random roof by myself with the worst sickness in the world, sweating SM, so I finally left the car park and made it back into town to rest on a bench. I literally had to book IT home and told my mom it was the sun plus an energy drink. BC, she'd kill me, folded hands, light skin tone, and that's basically my story, LMAO.
First and foremost, vapes. What idiot adult or even teenager offers vapes to kids? Like, this is fucking disgusting. Second, why are you guys already hooked on nicotine? Judging from how you're writing and how your story is based, you should be around 12, 13, maybe 14 years old. You should not be touching nicotine-based substances in any way whatsoever. So first and foremost, get the fuck away from nicotine. That's a killer drug. Second, if your friends leave you in the scorching sun on a random rooftop, you should definitely take a look at your friend groups. That's a no. Again, It's just me. I best be moseying along. I wouldn't want the authorities to sniff out the direction I'm heading. But you can bet your sweet Aunt Bippy I shall be back. Until then, stranger, try to keep yourself out of trouble.